What's up, Ethan?
Yo, what's going on here? What did I do?
Apparently, this is a couple weeks old, but he was very upset with when you criticized the art in ISOM number 2.
Who?
Some guy named Weapon X10. Some nobody guy. He's got like 52 subscribers.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he made a video about it? Oh, yeah. No.
Also, in the video, spoiler alert, he says he's no longer going to buy any of your products.
What the hell? That's not good.
Ouch. Well, I guess you can apologize now.
Yeah, listen, I don't want to lose any customers over this. So it's very important to me that I maintain customers. It's terrible. So what is he saying? What did I say that was wrong? Let me see. How is this Eric's fault? Look at me, like diverting blame from Eric. Splash page of an exotic setting or a new character introduction is perfectly appropriate. That's a great reason to have a splash page. This shot of the castle should have been all-striking. Castle should have been huge on the page, imposing and foreboding. Instead, it looks like the pics I snap out of my car to remember where I parked at the baseball stadium. That's true.
Yeah.
I agree that it isn't good, but this is 100% the artist, Gav. Yeah, like
I don't understand is why is he blaming you for this when clearly this is your employee at All Caps Comics?
Yeah, that's not me. That's somebody from All Caps Comics. Obviously, that's Mikey or Brighton at the warehouse. He's got very smart, acute art critics. Very smart fellas. I don't know.
They sit under your learning tree every day, so that's probably where they get it.
How? He's not going to buy my stuff anymore because of this?
Yeah.
Okay, so what is he saying? I'm off my rocker. Yeah, I guess.
Oh, also, it's pronounced Vimeo, not Vimeo, sir.
Okay, yeah. All right.
It is
Vimeo. Like video, but Vimeo.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's an alternate platform. It's like a YouTube alternative, but it's really old. And ISOM, the International School, the International School of Ministry, appreciates all the hard work that I've done, and they like the videos and the discussions that we've had about Eric July. So they put it on their Vimeo channel, so their entire congregation of schools can watch that video and learn what's going on.
Well, I mean, if they do that, they're great big hypocrites because I'm fluent in profanity and occasionally use the Lord's name in vain, which is something that they made it clear that they do not want to they don't want to put up with. So
but you're not
I'm sure they cut those parts out.
They didn't. I watched it. I found the channel. I watched all that stuff. It's just me saying fuck this, fuck that motherfucker.
When I don't care then.
Yeah, when I'm imitating their founder, I'm lisping and putting on a weird little mincing voice.
It's okay. You're not a minister yet. They'll teach you how to avoid that.
All right.
My suspicion is they just cut those and put it on that page so they can direct their lawyers to it. Like, here, take a look at these videos.
Here's what somebody thinks. Yeah, I actually did. I said this guy's like a vampire gangster or something like that. Like, I wasn't nice. I'm clearly supporting Eric July. I'm on his side in this lawsuit, of course. I support the indie comics and all that stuff. But still, I got to give my honest assessment of that lawsuit, and I think I think they have a good case. It's just how I feel.
Michael says those warehouse employees are also big Beatles fans, just like Ethan.
They love the Beatles. Also, I mean, it could just be my wife like everybody uses that account, so maybe she's a Beatles fan. She never said anything like that, but
technically. Ethan can tell them what to type. As long as Ethan's not typing it out, it's technically in the rules.
Well, they've done that before. They'll quote me, and I'll put a dash. I mean, they'll put a dash EVS after a quote. Like, this is something that Ethan Van Sciver said, and that's how those words are coming from me. I'm being quoted by my employees,
which is perfectly reasonable.
Yeah.
They probably follow all caps comics on Twitter.
Oh, they do.
Oh no.
Yeah, Baron himself follows All Caps Comics on Twitter.
Right.
Yeah,
and I made a mistake, so I do got to correct it. Baron's account does not follow Eric July's arm hair. I mistakenly when you click on it, for some reason,
July's arm hair. What the fuck is going on?
For some reason, when Twitter, when you go to the followers, Twitter now has this page where it says people you know, and so it goes to that first. So people I know follow Baron, including Eric July's arm here, but he doesn't follow them. He follows me. He follows Finbar. He follows Ethan's employee, all caps comics.
Oh boy. All right. So what did I do? Why am I crazy? Like I'm off my rocker now. I'm loop-de-loo. What did I do?
We said you're on your rocker.
You're on your rocker, so you're good.
Oh, that means
you're actually making sense. He's complimenting you.
You're firmly on your rocker like you're supposed to be.
Okay.
New character introduction is perfectly appropriate. This shot of the castle should have been awe-striking. Now, I understand where Ethan's coming from, but in a whole, there was nothing wrong with the drawing that was placed in the comic to introduce Bloodroot.
As we can see, the drawbridge is at a weird angle. These beer steins are bad. The castle just looks stupid.
Yeah, like what? Like how? I mean, you say there's nothing wrong with it, but yeah, you can do better. Again, Shad Brooks is spending his time tonight talking about declaring himself an artist because he's using AI.
Oh God!
Yeah, I heard about that.
Generate images. He's like, I am an artist, and it's interesting. Dick Masterson, who is someone who obviously, this guy's a troll and a hater, but he said artist is not self-applied, and he called him.
Oh shit! Eric July's here.
Welcome, Eric July.
I have a huge announcement for you guys today. So sadly, all the former members of the Mac Club, including the Ultramax, have all been liquidated. But it ain't actually bad news. What it is it is what it is. But what it is we rolled the Mac Club into brand new, mostly the same, but rebranded memberships to my comic book club. I know what you're thinking. This sounds amazing already. You're
Eric,
man.
we already heard this.
Absolutely amazing.
We heard this. Eric. Yeah.
Is he on an airplane? He sounds funny.
Just take out a credit card.
He just keeps talking. I muted him and he just kept going.
From the card, punched in.
Yeah, it's weird.
Payment processing software, then sit back and relax because you're about to get into the absolute.
Eric, this is tortoise interference. Please.
Clearly, tortoise interference.
If he's promoting his stuff, can I just ask everybody to go over and I lost a fan tonight with this guy who says I'm on my rocker. Go over and back Cyberfrog 3 Red Extermination or Cyberfrog Dark Harvest on Indiegogo. Please help me replace this customer that I've lost.
Yeah.
Also on my eBay store, we have a flash sale tonight on the Ghost Edition of Ultimate Cyberfrog Blood Honey. That's Cyberfrog #1, marked down to $15 tonight. We'll send you one. So go get one. And thank you. And,
Ghost.
Yeah, it looks like it looks like it's carved out of ivory. It's really a beautiful comic book. You'll like it. $15, down from $25. $5 tomorrow. We're liquid. Everything must go.
Everything.
Put in the code Ribbit and $5.
I don't think they have codes on eBay, do they?
No, they should though.
So when are the deliveries for Cyberfrog 3? When's that happening?
Next year. It's gonna be a while. Got to make the books. Got to make all the stuff.
All right. If you want to send me the rest of my order early, that's always good.
What is your order? What did you order?
I ordered the first book, a physical, the second because I only got that PDF he sent me, and then the third book. So.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Is it on the Dark Harvest campaign? You backed on the Dark Harvest campaign?
Yeah, I believe so.
I'm gonna look up Tony. I'm gonna find out your real name. I'm gonna dox your ass. And I'm going to send people over to your warehouse.
Send them. Hopefully they put money. So, Eric, you're back. You finished your little spiel. What's going on?
Shit. I don't know what speed dating type of shit that he thinks this is going to turn into, but why the fuck would I ever? And it's like that with a lot of these cats, bro. These fucking fruits, man, will sit here and they...
Eric, we can't have that kind of language on the show. We can't.
I mean, the ministry certainly can't.
Yeah. This is
bad enough.
I found you. I found your order. I found it.
Good. His name is Tony Geek It Away.
Yes. All right. Yeah, I found you. All right, cool.
Dope. If a couple of Cyberfrog figures or something happen to fall into my order box,
Ed fell off a truck.
I take broken ones. It don't matter.
Yeah. Well, Tony, Ethan needs one of those things like the new Rippaverse subscription where you can get to the top of the queue.
Yeah.
No, I have something like that kind of for Cyberfrog 3. I have I think for like $20 you can do expedited shipping, so I'm going to do those first. It was a fan's idea. Like, it wasn't something I wanted to do, but they said you should do expedited shipping for those of us who want to cut the line. And I said $20 is $20. Let's go.
Yeah. So what do you think about those new memberships to the Rippaverse?
I don't fully understand them, so I can't really comment on them. I don't really get what it is. I don't,
Well, for $1,200 a year, you can hang out with Eric and ask questions. You can hang out with some of the staff. You can play video games with Eric. You get one free comic. Not a year, just one free comic.
You get a free comic?
Yeah, you get a ISOM #1, a special creators edition cover.
You get that included, or do you have to? You're able to pay for it. You're able to buy one.
It says free. I mean, you're already spending $100, so.
Okay.
You get 30% off all merchandise, not including the comics.
Not all merchandise, almost all merchandise.
Yeah, almost all merchandise. So.
Not including the comics, and then you get early access to the campaign. So when the campaign goes up on the 6th, you get 30 minutes before everyone else to shop.
To do what? Why?
So you can get your order first.
Are they going to run out?
You know what, Ethan? You just made me think of something really good. Because what's the point of getting early access if you already get early shipping? It shouldn't matter when you order because you're going to get pushed ahead anyway.
Well, I mean, what I would say, not that Eric July ever listens to me, he doesn't, but I would say a good idea, but like there should be a book, a version of Alpha Core, and this wouldn't cost very much to do, a special variant cover of Alpha Core that only members can get. And then you're talking, okay? Because then what you're doing is you're effectively charging $100 for that cover, which is something Eric's already done. He did that with Shane Davis's foil cover, but he's created exclusivity. You have to join the club in order to be able to buy this. Don't charge any more for it. It's $25, $35, whatever you normally do. But only people who are club members can purchase that cover. Boom, you got their $100. Boom, you got their $35. Boom, you've created an item that is going to be print to order and that will have collectability and value.
Yeah. Well,
and to be clear, you got their $100 and their $35 monthly. So you
got their $100 monthly, and then you can offer them something like that. Here's the thing: you offer them something like that every month. Every month, there's a different variant cover. It doesn't cost very much.
There has to be an
they
incentive.
Can buy.
Yeah.
They don't get it for free, but they're able to buy it for $35 every month if they maintain their membership. Well, and I mean, that makes a little bit more sense to me, because then you've got these comic books that only a few people have that have resale value for people who don't want to fucking subscribe.
I hate to break your heart, Ethan.
Eric.
I hate to break your heart, Ethan, because 11 hours ago, someone asked about that very thing, and Eric July said there won't be any early access covers, so you'll be good.
Oh, that's a huge mistake. You want to create special products for your fans, for the people who are paying more. You want to create things that they have that they can resell. So
what's
we did.
Up, Morb?
Oh, hi, Morb.
Hey guys, and Ethan, I'm a huge fan.
No shilling, Morb. You start shilling your book, I'm gonna kick you.
Mercenary Guild by Morb 3557.
357.
Go back it over on Indiegogo.
That's a nice loophole.
It's Shadowmere Comics. It's right now we don't have.
We're getting close to shilling.
All right, I'm sorry guys, but Ethan is talking about something that we are actually doing, and can I explain?
Go ahead.
So if you sign up for our mailing list, which costs you nothing, you get a free trading card when you do back it. of an additional character that Luke Aglietta, and I think Ethan has talked to him a few times just recently for an unboxing. Death Metal Hero. I think
Love that guy.
Show. He's my artist. He's my pencil and inker for Mercenary Guild.
He's really a super guy. I've known him for like decades. He is a really good fellow.
Yeah, he's knocking it out of the park, dude. You're gonna love this book. And anyways, so if you sign up for the mailing list and then you back it, you get this. Okay, but if you just back it, you don't. Whatever. Yeah, I'm shilling. I was just on PC.
You can at least give me a super chat and be like, I will read a super chat if you want to shill that way. Jesus.
I know. I just wanted to meet Ethan. I'm a huge fan.
Thanks, man.
I love Cyberfrog. I think it's a great book. And
hey, do you think Ethan is off his rocker?
At times, of course. I'm a bit older than Ethan, but I still consider him Uncle E.
Oh, thanks, my friend. I appreciate that
because he has such a gentle misdemeanor.
Yes.
Not misdemeanor, but demeanor.
You sound like an awestruck kid. Like you're all like a young fangirl at a Justin Bieber concert. You're like, oh my god.
Yeah, well, I just wanted to meet him, and I appreciate you guys having me on.
Well, you could meet him.
If you guys want to talk about like Eric July's new thing, I can definitely talk about that. And
you're like Ms. Marvel.
Holy night, is that a grift?
For the memberships, you think that those are a grift?
Holy shit! Like, what do you get? Like, I paid $10 a month, and I get a fucking wallpaper and the chance to vote on things.
Is this the real Tim Sheridan?
To prevent HIV stigma.
Okay, no.
I mean, holy night. It's like I get a wallpaper. I can just scan the fucking book at work and get any wallpaper I want. So, like, what do I get for $10 a month?
You try that and you will get a DMCA.
No, I'm serious. I mean, bring up his stuff, and it's like maybe you get to play a game with us, or it's like paying for your friends or being a part of a community. And it's like the Friday Night Tight guys. Like, they will not read a fucking super chat that doesn't have a 50 attached to it. Period. Woo. They won't. I know that for a fact. If you have a $20 super chat, you get that in this super chat square up, which nobody watches.
Yeah, so
it's like I'm paying to be part of a community, and it's kind of sick, whereas like what Ethan's got going on, it's like just buy our comic and watch our shit, or if you don't, right? No, Ethan,
bring it down.
I agree more.
For $9.99, you only get the vote.
What the fuck do you get for this shit?
But I have a subscribe star. To be fair, I have a subscribe star where people pay me $5 a month just to be nice to me, and I do free giveaway trading cards. Not always.
And those trading cards sell for like $50 a pop on eBay. I mean, there's value in that.
That's true. But I, I don't have to do that. People want to give me $5 a month so that, it pays for one of my warehouses rents. It's really nice. But I mean, that's just people supporting me and saying, keep doing what you're doing.
If I go to your warehouse, am I going to get shot? I mean, isn't there like Section 9 in the penal code?
No, I don't know. I don't. That whole thing was odd. I mean, in general, like, people are people. I don't believe that even my real people who don't like me. I think if they met me, they would. So actually, we had Riley come to the warehouse.
Yeah, that was funny.
Well, you know what? That's part of why you're on this guy's video, as a matter of fact.
Oh shit! Well, I mean, I just said, look, if somebody comes to my warehouse, then I'm going to probably invite them in and say, unless they have a gun or a knife, I'm probably going to invite them in and say, "What's up, man? How you doing?" Shake their hands. If they want an autograph, they can have one, and turn somebody who thought they were a hater into a fan. That's how you do that. Like, somebody's like, "I met Ethan. He's not a dick. He's really nice, and I'm going to buy Cyberfrog now."
Yeah.
So that's what I did when Riley came over. He and Mint Salad were the nicest people. They were great. We talked about comics. We had a great time.
Did Riley smell like shit, like literal shit?
I didn't smell him. I don't know why. when you're outside in the open air, I don't know how you smell someone smelling unwashed. I don't really get that. So I can't say yes or no, but he just kind of looked, he was just a regular guy. He didn't smell overtly terrible at all. And he was, I don't know. There's a lot of...
He learned something from the Eric experience to wash his ass.
No, Riley did not smell. Eric was just saying that because Eric was trying to put Riley down. Hold on, more.
He's a charming guy. He really is.
Chill out. So, Ethan, are you worried about Eric July pulling up on you at C2E2 next year?
No.
Because I'm going to pull up on you next year.
Oh, cool. Come on over and meet me. Yeah, I'm not worried about any of that. I think, well, listen, to be honest with you, there's always going to be a little bit of worry about somebody who's legitimately unhinged pulling up on me. But there's a difference between a performance artist like Riley or Alex Stein, and you can recognize what they're doing, and somebody who's like shaking and quivering and they have a weapon and, they're like, fuck you and Trump. Like, yeah, I'm a little scared of that because I have a family, but, for the most part, no. I mean, even the haters on the internet, I'd love to meet them.
Beefy got a question for you. He says, if I wanted to read Cyberfrog from the beginning, where would he start?
Blood Honey. So, as I said, on my, if you go right now to eBay and search for Ultimate Cyberfrog Blood Honey, and then just write Ghost, you're going to find our eBay store. Okay. The first result will probably be ours. We have it on sale right now for $15. That's the lowest it's ever been. And that's because a new version of Blood Honey is coming in with a new chromium cover. So we don't mind clearing out the ivory covers a little bit. This is the lowest price you're going to be able to get. 80-page story. It is Cyberfrog #1. $15. We'll ship it to you tomorrow. So go over there to our eBay store, pick it up. That is where to start. And then Wrecked Planet is number 2.
Wrecked Planet is really good.
Someone's selling it for $22.
Yeah. Oh, I should see. That makes me feel bad because I've undercut somebody.
The action figures are unbelievable how good they are.
Yeah,
now for the Ghost covers, those would look really cool with an autograph on them.
Yeah. We had
Really
there's a golden one, there's a silver one as well. But we have the Ghost. You're not finding me though. You're finding other people selling for more than me.
Yeah.
But it looks like that. Yeah. Look for Cyberfrog 9. That's the name of our store, Cyberfrog 9. And we've got all of the gear. We've got hats, t-shirts. We've got some toys. We got a bunch of stuff up there.
Actual good merch.
Yeah, our stuff is good. I think
yeah, I mean that would be worth a monthly membership to get the action figures at a reduced rate and the hats and the tees and all that.
Yeah.
Hey, do we know if Alpha Core is going to have multiple covers?
I don't know. Yeah, nothing's been revealed yet. We haven't really seen anything. I gotta assume yes, right?
I think it comes out this month, right? I think it comes out this month, right?
Campaign.
Alpha Core?
Campaign comes out on like the 6th, I believe.
Yeah.
We watched the trailer. Have you seen the trailer, Ethan?
I saw like a trailer preview.
Yeah, it was a teaser for the trailer.
There we are. Look at that. Cyberfrog 9. That's us. 100% positive feedback. Everyone, like if your book comes damaged, we'll replace it. We'll help you out.
We got talented writers, right? Well,
oh boy.
Hey, Ethan, what's the best place to buy action figures? Because I have one and I don't want to take it out of the package, but I want to buy another one. Is it Big Bad Toy Store?
Yeah, go ahead and buy them from them, but we have it for the same price. We have electric blue Cyberfrog variants.
And that's available now?
That's live on Indiegogo. So you can go over there. We'll ship them to you too.
Indiegogo. Okay.
Is that your hand right there, Ethan? Holding the comic?
Yeah, that's my toe thumb.
Just like Megan Fox.
Yeah, I didn't know I had toe thumbs until I became a YouTuber and people let me know. I was like, shit.
So here's what you can get right now. Look at that. You got Comicsgate shirts for $40. My shirts are a lot cheaper.
Are they really? Okay.
Mine are 18.
Yeah, ours are really good, Tony. Like we get like Calvin Klein quality t-shirts. I know that People don't pay much attention to that. A lot of people just use like Hanes beefy tees and they feel like a burlap sack. Ours are soft. They're really, really good fabric that you'll enjoy wearing. They're very comfortable.
That's funny you say that because we use burlap sacks that feel like Hanes tees. So.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, we staple the logo to it.
We've got great hats. Our baseball caps are great. Our
love the
beanies are
hat.
great.
I love that red and black hat.
The All Caps Comics hat and a Comic Skate hat. If you're Comic Skate, wear that. Like wear that to a convention and see what happens to you. You know,
will I get beat up?
No, I think some people will give you dirty looks, and other people will come up to you and go, "Hey, you're Comic Skate. Cool, me too." You'll make friends real quick.
Is there a handshake? I just want to make sure that if someone goes, "Hey, you Comic Skate," and then they try to give me the secret handshake, and I don't know it.
No. But you'll. There's no secret handshake, but you will. Okay. You'll make friends.
That's one of the reasons I came on the stream, just to learn the secret handshake from Ethan. But okay,
Ethan says there's no secret handshake, but there really is.
Okay,
it's like Scientology. We're not in the high enough level of Comic Skate to learn.
Can I answer Ruby King? Ruby King says, "Yes, I have a question about Cyberfrog." She says it's a very important question. Why does Chelson not give Salamandroid any weapons? Well, Salamandroid does have weapons. We haven't revealed them yet. But Chelson just hasn't connected. She doesn't share an internet connection with Salamandroid, nor did Amixon share one with Scorpion, because her focus is on Cyberfrog. Cyberfrog is the one. Oh, you're a he. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, I couldn't tell because of the name, but Cyberfrog is the one that has the ability to turn back the invasion. He doesn't know how yet, but he has the ability. So it's important that she's connected to him, and Salamandroid is meant to watch his back, and that's kind of it.
CW says the secret handshake is a spank on the ass.
That could happen.
No, but Ethan, I really wanted to say that how much I loved how much you paid off. You set up a lot of things in Blood Honey, and you really paid a lot of it off in the second book, and that hooked me. The first book, I thought it was cool. Obviously, the art is rocking. I wasn't that attached to the character, and then the second book, you just hooked me. I mean, you paid off, Chekhov's gun or whatever. You really paid off a lot of stuff you set up, and I just wanted to compliment you on that. I'm a fan. I'm in.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, the third book is going to really make you happy. Also, Dark Harvest is.
I've already backed it. Backed it.
Yeah, Dark Harvest is kind of the next book, even though it's a short installment. It really has a lot more info there. It pays a lot more stuff off. It's cool. I know there's no need to. We're watching. I came in here to figure out why I'm off my rocker with Eric July and all this stuff. I really enjoy this discussion. I didn't know about this video.
This Eric July stuff is like what he's doing. It could have a backlash on him if somebody who's a detractor decides, okay, I'm going to sign up. I'm going to sign up for the premium model, and I'm going to track everything I get or don't get and what I've spent. And then 6 months from now, they reveal.
Yeah, I don't think any detractor is paying $600 to do that.
Well, you might. I mean, Tony, that
might spend more.
It just like
I don't have to. We'll just ask somebody, and they'll just tell me. Like always.
Yeah, it's like, what did you get for $50 a month? $50 a month. You can go to a.
But you guys are answering your own
questions. You can go to a gym.
Because,
you can work out. Yeah. You can go to a gym for less than that.
Yeah.
Per month.
Yeah, but you guys are answering your own questions because you say that people are only a lot of Eric's detractors. I love the way that like the word detractor gets picked up by everybody. Like they can't call them haters or they detractors.
Well, that was
and
DSP.
Then everybody follows along. But it's like Eric's detractors say that people are buying ISOM just to support him, right, and support him against fighting the culture war. So my thing is, what difference does it make? Give him like if he wants $100 a month, great, give it to him. If
you can get the money, get it.
Sure. You know, if people want to support you for whatever reason financially.
Ethan's saying
I just think there could
make
be a
him have to send you
backlash.
out a book if your only purpose is to support him. You just give him money like that.
Doesn't that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, then you won't have to be tempted to read it.
Yeah, you don't have to read ISOM. If I give him $35, he just doesn't give me a book.
I'd rather like spend $50 going to a gym or a martial arts studio or something like. Instead of trying to be his friend, instead of trying to be his friend or Friday Night Tight, Geeks and Gamers, Mario Kart once every quarter.
Spit it out more. Spit it out. Look, while we were busy spending money, it's clear that you were busy studying the blade more. We get that. We understand. You'd rather do that shit. But hey, some people just want to give Eric money. What I want to know, EVS.
Yeah, if you can get it.
More. What I want to know, EVS, because you often have your guys on there to show their Indiegogos or their Kickstarters or whatever, right?
Yeah.
How much money when you have somebody on and you promote their Kickstarter, how much money does it usually generate for that campaign?
Oh, I mean, it really depends. Like, if somebody wants to open up their campaign on my show, then it can bring in tens of thousands.
I've seen Ethan do a 5,000 in one night.
I mean,
break into sweat.
We had Liam Gray on, whose campaign Dino King on Indiegogo had stalled out at under 5,000, and we brought him on the show and just had a nice conversation with him. It was just me and him. I just talked to him about what was going on. And he got another like 19 backers or something like that. I think he made over $1,000 in an hour, which was really great for his campaign. I don't know where it is now. Let me just pull it up real quick and see. Yeah, he's at $6,165 now. So that was a tremendous boost for him. On compared to where he was. I just want to see these guys get their books made. I don't guarantee that the books are going to be good. I don't know if they are or not, but if they look like they might be good, or I think the creator is somebody who should be supported so that he can get better at his craft, I'll definitely ask people to stay home from the movies and give $25 to that creator instead,
Yeah. Beefy says, is there a collection of Cyberfrog stuff from the 90s? That's blood Cyberfrog warts and all, right?
Warts
yeah. Yeah, there's a nice trade paperback of that. I think it's $30, 329 pages that is available on the eBay store. And then there's a super nice hardcover version of it with a bonus hardcover, like exclusive extra features thing that is $120. It's got a slip cover and everything. You can get one of those if you prefer. But the soft cover is great.
Yeah. Also, speaking of money, don't forget, you guys, we can own our enemies if you just give me some money. If you are a fan of Comicsgate, if you want to support Comicsgate and own all the Heather Antos of the world, then give me some money. And if you are a fan of Sam Maggs and you want to own these chuds in Comicsgate, well, just give me some money. Whoever we want to own, we're going to own them. Just
if you're a man and you use the word chud, you're a homosexual.
And we can own you. And we can own you if you give me some money.
Yeah, like chud is something a woman should call like that guy's a dumb racist, like meathead. Like he's a real chud. When I see other men calling other men chuds, I'm like, you are definitely a homosexual. Definitely.
And Ethan,
I don't know who came up with that phrase. It's so odd.
Ethan,
I think that was Dane.
As my book gets more finished, we will send you a copy, and I think you'll like it, and you want to promote. Again, Luke is the artist, and Eric Weathers is on board for letters. So nice. I think you'll enjoy it, and definitely would like to promote it with you. I remember when Ethan had this 17-year-old kid on who did his own comics, and it was so sweet. And the kid was like, he was awestruck of Ethan and all that.
Kind of like you are
kind
right
of
now.
toned him down, but I bought his books because of that, and I also bought a lot of Mandy Summers books because he showed the artwork of Peter Gilmore, which was just knock you out type of art. I mean, just
thanks. I don't think people in the audience want to hear me be praised. I think we want to be watching this video.
I think they want to hear me be
no
praised.
Offense.
Why do people always come on the show and then others praise the people, my guests? No one ever says nice things about me, goddamn.
Hey, I like you, Tony. I love Mexicans.
That's where it begins and ends.
I love Mexicans, man. I lived in Spanish Harlem in San Jose. Fuck.
That makes one of us. All right. Let's see what's going on here.
All right, let's hear
This
it.
castle. I find it very unique. Yes, it's very simple. There's nothing in awe about it.
You can't say it's simple and unique, right?
Well, I mean,
I think you
simple,
kind of
but it's also
can.
unique. No, because simple
Unique in an
implies that
odd
it's
way,
not,
probably.
unique implies that it's special and it's different. Simple implies
Well,
that
okay,
it's
like a
standard castle.
A horseshoe is simple, but if you turn it upside down, it's unique. Or yeah, I'm fucking high. I don't
You're
know.
a commentator?
But it's different from other castles. It's not your average castle.
I had a good thought in my head that just my filter just didn't get it. Sorry.
Yeah, fine.
I'll agree on that. This is not your average looking castle. It's very different. But anyways, Ethan has just been on his wall lately. I don't understand. But anyways,
What's up, Bunny Metal?
God, this is funny. This is good.
George, I swear to God, George, if you start shilling when I let you on, I'm going to whip somebody's ass.
What? Come on.
It's like that's not like me.
Yeah, that's not like me at all.
Mexicans can fight. They can fight real good.
you guys know this guy, Young Clippa, the guy that went to Eric July's warehouse. But apparently they're friends now, Ethan and this guy.
Would you consider Riley a friend now, Ethan?
Are they friends though?
Yeah, sure.
So this is basically generally what happened.
What's up, Bunny Battalion? It's me, ASC Riley, the king of the Clippaverse, young Clippa 6'9", and I'm here to totally vandalize Ethan Van Sciver's warehouse with money, with bunny money. Look at that. Look at what we're doing, and there's nobody who can stop us. There's no. Oh shit! What the fuck you guys doing? I didn't think you were gonna be here. How come I only get $2, asshole? You gave the other guy 41. You said you're gonna call the cops. We're gonna go. Come on.
Nice pants.
Anyways,
nice pants, Ethan. What are you fucking?
I'm in there working. I'm wearing sweatpants. I'm in there working and putting boxes together.
I like when he says you gave the other guy 41. It implies that there's like this whole reputation, well-known reputation, like he's a Batman villain, and this is one of the things that he does.
Yeah, he should have given Ethan more. I mean, Ethan's like started this whole shit. He should give him more money,
dude.
Right? I mean, Ethan's a legend.
Hold on, more. As much as you love Ethan, I think Riley spent like $1,000 on Cyberfrog merch or something.
He bought a ton of toys.
Didn't he drive there? Did he? Because he's California, right?
Yeah.
No.
Where is he?
Yeah, he is. No, he works for the Dick Show, and they're in Hollywood.
Okay, more. When I say no, that means I know the answer. I'm not speculate. I said no.
Okay, sorry about that.
So he does not live in California. Eric July grows one shoulder hair for every criticism he gets. Oh shit, he's gonna be super hairy at the end of this. Thank you, Ian, for the $5. We're gonna add that to the fund. We're gonna own everybody. Everybody's getting owned. Once we get $1,000, we can retire from YouTube.
Where did he come from to go here?
He's in the Midwest.
Okay,
I'm not gonna like dox Riley.
No, of course not. Of course not. Okay, so it wasn't that huge of a drive then.
No.
Yeah.
That's why when he was driving to the Dick Show meetup, that's why he passed through Texas.
Oh, okay, so he went there on his way.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, that's why when people were talking shit and like, oh, why did he drive across the country to blah, blah. No, he was going to the meetup for the Dick Show, and that just happened to be on the way.
You know what's funny is that these same people, like, they defended Kyle Rittenhouse because he crossed state lines, but then as soon as this guy crosses state lines, they use that. Like, what the fuck is that? Like,
they're the SJWs they hate. Yeah. I've been saying this.
It's like, who gives a shit?
Yeah, you can't joke crossing state lines.
So I can't cross state lines to put money on your door, or I don't get it. I don't get it.
So let me ask this for Sandman: how did you guys plan this?
No plans. I was in there working. Riley showed up. I kind of thought he was going to show up because he said he was going to. But you know, nope. I'm in there putting action figure crates together, and so it was nice. I let him come in. We walked around, had a little chat with him about stuff, talked about comics, and then I threw my baseball bat at his car as he drove away. Fuck! Don't come back here again.
Lots of outtakes were cut off. Was that true?
I think it's hilarious that Ethan dresses in his own gear.
I was about to say, you know, you just happen to be wearing Comicsgate gear.
But it rocks. It's good looking clothes, man.
You have to show that the trademark is in use.
Yeah, of course. It's always being used. How does this prove I'm off my rocker? What did I do? This guy is
You're
not
friends
being
with
fair
the
to me.
guy who attacked Eric July's warehouse.
No, I'm friendly with everybody. I want to be. I don't want to be at odds
Riley's
with
a
anybody.
psychopath. Riley literally drove to Texas and put money. Oh, by the way, Ethan, did you happen to see the Rippaverse? Their latest email actually has the address to the warehouse attached to it.
Oh,
you're fucking kidding me.
No, I'm not. It's literally signed by Andrew.
So does it have like the 3 gates in the Minotaur's riddle that you have to solve to get to the front door?
The Minotaur's base.
that part's not
because doesn't it have these like 3 gates, but then it has this other gate, and then it has the road that leads to the gate, but then the Minotaur's there, and then you have to solve his riddle, and then you can get to the front door. That's how I read it. I don't know.
Yeah, well, if you buy, you just tell them you're part of the Mac
that,
Club.
according to Texas law, that makes it private property.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. 100%.
And so if I get on there and I spit on the sidewalk, according to Title 9 of the Penal Code, he can rip out his rocket launcher and blow my shit to fucking hell for just spitting on a sidewalk because of Section 9 of the Texas Penal Code. Right?
Here's the thing, Morb. I don't know where you're from, but here in Chicago, that's actually against the city ordinance to spit on the sidewalk.
I'm from California, so we can't even like have guns here.
Well, you can just shit on the sidewalk in California, and they don't say shit to you. So.
Yeah, I can literally take a shit outside your business, and I can actually steal $950 worth of merchandise, and nobody's gonna do anything about it.
That's a hell of a day you're having.
All right, let's get back to the video because we got to find out why Ethan's
maybe steal some tissue or a gym membership.
So he's good friends with this guy now, and it appears to me that
good friends.
Because you took a picture with him.
Wait, who's this guy?
Who's that chick?
That's
Fuck that. Who's that chick?
Wait, hold on a second. Who's this guy narrating the video?
Weapon X10.
And he's doing guilt by association?
Yes.
Yep.
What douchebag?
Well, you know what my attitude was about this? First of all, Riley put on that face. He was smiling. He has this little chipmunk smile. The whole time, we were really having a good time, and he was kind of fanboying out, asking me about Green Lantern and stuff. And then the minute I said, let's get a selfie, he pulled that face, like, I'm Riley with the scissors. I just laughed. I thought it was hilarious. But the reason why I did this wasn't like to troll anyone. There were people, mobs and mobs of people calling for Riley's death. And I'm not going to stand for that. He's a troll. I like trolls. I think people who pull pranks are funny. I like Borat. I like Riley. I like Alex Stein. I like these guys. I think they're funny and they need to be humored. Or, by the way, if you don't humor them, it's going to get worse, right? Yeah. So one thing that I didn't like is I just didn't like people being like, the guy should be shot. If he shows up again, I'm going to fucking kill him. You can't have your fans saying things like that. So I wanted to kind of humanize him a little bit and say, look, he's a nice guy, and he definitely doesn't deserve to be murdered. And then, I don't know what this means. I guess that means I'm crazy, or what the fuck? I mean, I don't get it. Okay.
I heard that Uncle Ethan over there was hitting on Mint Salad. Is that true?
Oh, it's not true. I'm a happily married man. I would never betray my wife. Would never embarrass or disgrace her in any way. Mint South's very nice. I did give her a nice hug, though. It's great to meet her.
So since I got you here, Ethan, hold on. And
yeah, but
we've been looking. So everyone shut the fuck up. God damn it. Since I got Ethan here, we've been looking for new emojis. So would you sign off on us putting a Comic Skate or Cyberfrog emoji for our members?
Yeah, if you want to, sure.
There you go. TJ, get on that.
All right.
All right, go ahead. Now say whatever bullshit is you guys wanted to say. Like nothing. You got nothing.
No, it's okay. It's just like Ethan said.
We were all going to talk about emojis.
They wanted to air this guy out based on some Texas law, and it's like they escalated it to a point where it didn't need to be, and it's like it's like I could rip out my rocket launcher and just blow this guy to shit because he came on my
virtue signal.
You don't know. I mean, I'm not somebody who wants everybody to take responsibility for their fans. They can't. Like, if somebody's crazy and they want to do something because I said I don't like X-Men right now, and I'm sorry about that. But when you're literally like saying, I could kill this guy, and your fans, you've got like maybe 1 million fans, like you don't know, like a tiny little minuscule percentage of your fandom could be unhinged and could want to make you happy by hurting somebody in your name. Hey, you can't do that. You got to watch what you're saying a little bit.
There's ways to handle things like an adult, and if you feel unsafe, you get the police involved. I live in a state where the police don't get involved. But he's lucky that he lives in a state where the police could get involved. And if there is a problem and his employees do feel threatened, then we'll see what happens. But airing a guy out, killing him like that. I mean, I don't want like Biggie Smalls and Tupac to enter Comic Skate. I mean, that's fucked up. And the thing is, those of us who followed hip hop saw this coming when Tupac and all this stuff happened, and you had Vibe magazine and all these things egging it on. And then as soon as somebody got killed, they're like, "Oh, we need to increase the peace." And it's like, well, fuck you. You were the ones starting this whole East Coast, West Coast shit.
We already lost the geniuses. Now you gotta.
Yeah. So let's not get to that point. I don't want to see guys aired out over fucking comic books.
I do. I want to see all you aired out. It'd be funny as fuck. Riley's willing to die for the cause.
I think you're right about that.
I don't think Ethan is. I don't think I am. I don't think Eric.
I don't want anybody hurt at all.
I don't.
None of these people who might buy my comics, who might enjoy my YouTube, I don't want any of them hurt. I don't want anybody hurt.
Did you notice what Ethan said? Anyone I don't enjoy his comic. If you don't like his comic, you can get hurt.
Yeah, if you don't like my comic and you never will, you can go to hell. But I mean, if there's the slightest chance that I could talk you into becoming a customer or a fan, I don't want you hurt. And I think that's almost everybody.
You need more trailers.
Oh. Let me see that trailer. I got a glimpse of it. I didn't see the whole thing.
Oh, you didn't see the trailer?
It's gonna blow your mind.
We'll watch the trailer.
Because honestly, if Eric rocket launchers this guy's ass, he's the next Tupac. I mean, really? Is that what you want?
Figure drawings here. I think he wants to yell at Ethan. I'm not sure.
Is it the real figure drawing or is it somebody else?
I can't unmute him, so. Riveting. This fucking. Well, I'm gonna play the video until figure drawing decides to talk.
They're on good terms, and I don't understand what Ethan is doing, and I honestly, I haven't even gotten that far into Cyberfrog, and I was already enjoying it. But if I'm going to be completely honest, I have lost all respect for Ethan.
It's not really him.
Yeah. He lost all respect for you, Ethan. You lost this man's respect.
What? In what way or how?
Let me explain more. Real simple. He like Eric. Ethan, no, be friend with Eric detractor. Ethan bad now. No, like Ethan. Simple.
So like all of Ethan's work, like in
doesn't matter.
Green
Ethan
Lantern,
was friendly with the detractor of Eric. That's it. That's all that matters.
That?
That's right. You got it.
I don't know what he's doing right now, and I'm just done with him. And so, and it's stupid because I have another comic on that's from one of his campaigns that I'm waiting for, and I'm not excited to read it anymore. So I think until Ethan apologizes to Eric, or
is that ever going to happen?
Fuck does he have to apologize for?
I don't know. Ethan, do you think you have anything to apologize for?
No, I don't. I don't think I have anything to apologize for. I haven't done anything wrong. I'm stating clearly what my motivation is for what I'm doing here. I'm trying to explain that I recognize what the internet is. The internet is for people to have a good time, and there are trolls, and those trolls, some of them, by the way, are going to be kind of mean. They're going to hurt your feelings. Go ahead and block them and ignore them. You don't want to give them oxygen. But some of them are trying to be kind of funny, like Alex Stein types here, and they're performative and they're amusing, and you can see what they're up to, and they don't deserve to be overreacted to, or like. Oh, they do deserve it. You want to overreact to Alex Stein and these guys, but you shouldn't be telling your fans that they deserve to die. Like, you shouldn't be doing that.
But
there's an overreaction.
Some of the. Oh, sorry, Tony. Go ahead.
There's an overreaction that's funny. You could do a funny overreaction, but the overreaction in the direction of "I want to kill you and I hope you die," that's the wrong direction to take it, right?
Yeah, you want to be like, oh, that Alex Stein, look what he fucking did. You want like AOC to denounce him on the floor of Congress. Like, that's funny. But to be like, I don't know.
Or like you said, if he came out there with shaving cream on his shoulders, was like, where you at, Riley?
Some of the trolls want to cause dissent between groups, so they don't want to say, well, that's. Gary said this, or this person said this about you, or blah blah blah, and they want to cause dissent amongst certain communities.
But it won't happen. Like I have guys.
No, it has happened.
But here's the thing:
was canceled from the FNT guys, and they won't even go on Flashcast unless they know that he's not going to be on it.
Listen to me.
Is that true?
Hold on. I have guys, right? And if anybody came to me and said, hey, Finbar was talking shit about you, I wouldn't just believe them. I would say, hey, Finbar, this guy's making these accusations. And he'd be like, no, I didn't say that. I'd be like, okay. That's it. If you actually respect and like the person, you just ask them and they'll tell you the truth. Right?
It's like come on, man. That's not how Whisper
and there's some people out there that'll cancel you in a heartbeat.
Then those people were never your friends. They were just looking for a reason to cancel you to begin with.
And that's,
You were just a convenient ally. That's all it was.
They will cancel you in a heartbeat, and that's how. I don't want to talk for Ethan, but he apologized publicly for what he said about the whole Zeros comment, and they don't forgive him. And I'm thinking, Gary, you're in fucking recovery, and it's step 9, dude. Like, you have to. You're not even going to step 9, dude.
Wow.
Like. You won't.
He's not a zero, damn it.
If you know step 9 of the big book, then you know that Gary is not really working this program very well when it came to Ethan. And
wants to hear from George. George
and of course, I don't want to speak for Ethan, but that was just to me. That was when I was just off the FNT guys when Ethan apologized, and he can't apologize more. He publicly apologized for the whole Zeros comment. If I'm not wrong, true. Am I right, Ethan?
Yeah, I did because my fans were upset with me,
and that should be the end of it. That should be the end of it. But it wasn't enough. Right. It wasn't enough.
It's never enough. That's why you never apologize, because it's never going to be enough.
Yep.
You never give them the power.
And again,
I'll give you hold on more. I'll give you a perfect example. I said something that upset Saggy Melons. Saggy Melons made a whole stream. She brought me on, and she said, "You're gonna apologize." Yeah.
Why, man? She's a friend.
She is, and she goes, "You're gonna apologize?" I said, "No, because what I said is what I said, and I am not sorry for what I said. I am sorry you felt bad for what I said, but I am not sorry for what I said because I thought it was funny, and that's it." Now, Ethan said a thing because he believed it at the time. Right?
Well, he was high as fuck, right? I mean, like,
that's no excuse.
Yeah, it is. It kind of is.
No, it isn't.
But he was right. He was right. I mean, a lot of the FNT guys.
Why is this a thing? Who cares? YouTube.
More brought it up for some reason.
Who gives a shit? That doesn't matter. These are people who pretend that they're really angry with Kathleen Kennedy every day. They're not angry.
They're happy with her.
Because when the Marvels comes out, they're going to be there first day.
They don't have real feelings. They have fake feelings, and they have fake friendships and alliances. And I don't. That's not who I am. So I don't really care. Let's just move forward.
Dude, they love Kathleen Kennedy. If she ever got fired, they'd be out of jobs. They want her to stay. Complaining about Kathleen Kennedy is their job. Right?
All right, let's watch some real feelings. This guy actually is upset with me here.
Yeah.
This is genuine.
Okay.
He straightens things up. I'm done. He's completely lost it. And for him to I assume that they messaged each other, these two guys messaged each other and decided, hey, let's get together. And I don't understand why Ethan would want to even contact a maniac like this guy. He's not funny. He's not funny.
He's a maniac.
He's not a maniac. He's hilarious. I think he is funny. I think he is talented. He's pretending.
I can't stand people who pretend like they don't get that something is a joke or a piece of entertainment.
Dude, Riley literally took a picture at like a Chuck E. Cheese with like one of those old laser guns. He's like, I'm gonna bring my laser gun to the warehouse, and they're like, oh my god, this guy's crazy. Like, dude, are you retarded?
Funny.
And I
don't find
think
him funny
it goes
at all.
back to Eric. I think it's the way that Eric describes his detractors to his fans that makes them think it's a bigger deal than it actually is.
Like, and he says that he's a comedian. He's not funny at all. There's nothing funny about his videos, his remarks, and he all he does is just hate on the Rippaverse all the time. And even his he's just a maniac. He's a psychopath.
You can sense his pathology in his voice.
Well, I did speed it up, so
things that he says, like his comebacks and his everything that he does, it's not funny. And when he tries to make something offensive, it isn't even offensive. I'm just confused where
it's not funny because he's
Buffalo Bill.
Your hero.
He's Buffalo Bill.
This guy's the arbitrator of funny on the internet.
Well, here's the other thing.
Ethan puts the lotion on his skin before he gets the hose again.
All right, so here's the thing. Here's the thing. I hear this a lot. You're not a comedian because you're not funny. It's not about whether you think I'm funny or other people think I'm funny. If I am attempting comedy, that makes me a comedian, right? If I'm attempting to be an actor and I'm going out there and auditions and maybe my part is little, I'm in a fucking Viagra commercial. I'm still an actor, right? Just because you don't recognize it or just because you don't accept it doesn't make it not true. You are not the arbiter of reality.
In fact, that guy who loves Eric July so much, that renowned channel, he's like, well, in order for it to be parody, it has to be funny. You're not funny. It's like, no, parody is, he's trying to talk about IP law, which I'm not a lawyer, but I work in the legal system and I've had several semesters of IP law. And you don't have to actually be funny. You just have, I'm a paralegal. So you don't have to actually be funny. You just have to be working to be funny. And whether or not, but this guy's like, well, it's not funny, so it's not parody, so you're ripping him off. And it's just like, God, I watched this guy's videos, and he should not have a camera or a microphone. It's actually painful. He's actually hurting Eric July in some ways because it's just.
Which is why we love him. Love him. But here's what I will say right now. We have 127 people watching. This is the highest amount of people ever watching a live stream on this channel.
It's because it's Ethan.
No, it's not because of Ethan. It's because of me. Right? Ethan's just a byproduct of me. So thank you guys. Make sure you guys.
Tony, you know that's not how it works.
Like the video. We gotta finish this. Come on, guys.
All right. I'm just gonna go on and on about it, but anyways, you guys, I'm done with Ethan Van Sciver. I only knew him. I only started following him about 2 years ago, and I only have a handful of comics from him, so I don't know. Be stern, be great, be the better man. We'll talk to you guys later.
Nice. Very upset with you, Ethan.
He's loved you for 2 years, bought your merchandise, but now he's done with you because you took a picture with an influencer.
Well, I mean,
that's playing a prank.
Yeah, see, that's the whole thing. Like, you know, in all seriousness, that's why it was so terrifying to expose Eric July's text to me, because I knew that would be the consequence. Like, I don't blame that guy. That guy's like, wait a second, you're not like on our side. Like, this is important to him. So, you know, that sucks. It really sucks. You know, I don't blame him.
There's so many people who want to be a part of something, and they're so tribalistic, and it doesn't matter what side of the fence you are, and it's actually sad at this point.
They're all lonely.
People just want to be a part.
Yeah,
because like I'm Comicsgate. I'm putting out a comic, and I know some of you guys might be detractors. Some of you guys might think I suck, because I actually supported Eric July. I bought his comics. I bought T-shirts. I didn't care for his comics as much as I would have liked. I'm sorry to say that. I feel guilty about that. But me saying that, there's going to be people who are going to probably kick me in the nuts, saying that, you know, that you didn't.
I'm
like
done with
comics.
I'm done with him.
Yeah, me too.
I don't think they're very good. Even I've seen Cliff Richards and Gabe El Taib do much better artwork. So this seems very rushed. There's a very blue-gray, blue-green hue to this thing that just makes me feel like I'm in prison. Yeah. And I don't like it. I want to like it. I really do. I support.
I complain about
I don't
DC
like
movies.
it. I just don't like it. I read them. I don't like them. I like Blood. The only character I give a shit about is Bloodruth. I don't give a shit about Alpha Core. They're just basically recycled Zod and his crew. And
these people don't understand that you can buy something and still have critiques about it.
Yeah. Well, here's what I don't understand. This is the trailer they put out, Ethan. You're an artist, right?
Yeah.
So first off, how does grass have shadows?
Grass has shadows. Where's
over here is this green grass. You can see there's shadows on the lake, and then it turns into the grass, and there's shadows.
Boy, you're really picking nits on it.
That's not picking nits. Like, you have this taxi, you clearly can see the license plate, not finished.
So the sun is actually above us, like right in front of us, above us, right?
Well, this is the shadow, right? Here's a shadow here, but also here's a shadow here, and here's a shadow here.
Oh, it looks great. They're buildings that are casting shadows on each other. It's okay. It's fine. I think it looks good.
Also,
you're picking nits.
Two suns in Forest Park.
Maybe there are. I don't. Yeah,
it's Tatooine. Well, here's the trailer. I put the sound off, so you can anytime you want me to stop it, just let me know.
No, I don't have a problem with that.
Not you.
Let me see there.
I love you, Tony.
I do.
You're an asshole, but I love you.
Oh, that looks great. Flies away. That's a lot of time spent on that pigeon.
Well, Eric July tweeted out that the pigeon is important.
Oh.
I think my assumption is that the pigeon is going to be revealed to be that Dakuman character that's like tracking all the accepts.
Oh, sure. Rewind it just a second, because what happened there. Now, I want you to watch the pigeon go into that, what you would think is like an enormous structure, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So if the structure is enormous, the pigeon should take a long time to get. Look at that. Boom. That structure is about the size of a gumball machine, according to the pigeon.
It's a very fast pigeon.
Yeah, super fast.
Wait, back it up just so you see the pigeon go right behind it, so you can see for scale how big that pigeon is. Oh my God. You see what I'm saying?
Well, apparently he poached some really high talent artists.
Yeah, he did. Oh, look, see that?
It just disappeared.
It just got sucked in.
Yeah. Well, maybe it did. Maybe there's like a little vacuum right
there.
It's
a tractor beam. It's the Death Star.
Right there.
So that you can see how big that thing is. It's not very big.
Yeah, the pigeon's dive bombing it.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, the bird was supposed to get a lot smaller.
Yeah.
So this drawing of this character here,
Yeah.
It's completely different from every other promotional art for the character.
What?
Yeah, he has this beard. It's in none of the promotional art does he have this beard.
That's a beard.
That's a
Yeah,
beard?
cool.
I thought he just had like 3 chins.
All right,
heavy
come on, that
jowls.
looks cool. You can't deny that. Does it?
It does, but like I said, it looks different.
The original
Yeah,
design of the guy.
the guy's design is completely different. That's why it's like, why would you sign off on that?
That looks like 90s DC animation.
Yeah.
Yep.
I said this is an alpha core thing, right? Why are they showing this? This has nothing to do with
Oh, Ethan, you're very familiar with this scene.
Yeah, that's the cave scene. That's ISOM number 2. That's great. So he got to. I wonder what all this means. Like, I wonder if he says just animate this little thing, this little clip from the comic. That's good to see that. All right, let it play. Okay.
That's it. 25 seconds teaser. Full trailer
a
comes out on the
teaser.
6th.
Yeah.
Well, I'm nailed to my seat.
Well, it's good that we spent so much time on the bird.
Yeah, the bird really took up a lot of time. It was nice and cinematic, but you know what? Like, not when it was half of the trailer. You know.
Well, to be fair, it's a teaser of a trailer. The full trailer comes out on the 6th.
Yeah.
So let me ask Ethan, what's your favorite character in the ISOM universe so far? Like, who do you care about the most? Or
I care about them all equally. You know, he's managed to make me care about all these characters exactly the same.
Okay,
which is a great
equality.
I get it. I get it.
Ethan Van Sciver is for equality, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
So what else are we gonna go over?
He cares just as much about Bloodroof as he cares about ISOM's niece.
See, that's true.
Would you ever sign off on one of your employees arguing with fans on a Reddit?
Yeah, sure. I'll pay him extra to go after my detractors all day long. Go after IG Mars.
These ain't even detractors. These are fans. It says, who's your favorite villain so far? So the image is. Let me see if I get it up.
Oh, look at that.
It's from the official Rippaverse comics. Villains help not only drive a story forward, but also help mold their respective heroes through trial and fire. Which Rippaverse baddies have piqued your interest so far? And what sort are you looking forward to seeing in the future? Let us know below. So you can see you got Chadron, you got Santuan. Santuan looks way bigger.
Yeah, they're doing the Fist of the North Star thing where they're.
So here's the thing that what we have to ask ourselves. Let's get serious about this for a minute.
Okay.
So this is the thing. What Eric July has done, and it's very interesting, is he's revealed that the name ISOM came from his great-great-grandfather. Right?
Great.
Right.
Couldn't be any greater.
I'm sorry. I just had to throw that in.
So his name is ISOM Knox, and if you read his tombstone, it reveals why ISOM wears a cross on his belt. His tombstone says he died the way he lived, a Christian. So that is why I posit that this is Eric July's thinking. The reason why he wears a cross on his belt is because he doesn't wear it around his neck. He's a Christian, and he died the way that he lived. So my question is, who is Chadron? What is Chadron? Like, who is that? That's a family name, or that's the name of somebody who hurt his father or his great-great-great-grandfather, whatever. All of this is about Eric's family. So what do these names mean? Who is Santuan? Who are these people?
Maybe
and
that's
what is
the
Eric
slave
trying
master.
to say? Eric's the whole thing about why did ISOM quit? Because of a girl that got hurt or killed or something like that on his watch. Isn't that kind of based on some reality in Eric's life?
Yeah, we already went over that. The nightclub where his
So
friend.
all of this is analogous in some way to people in Eric's life or his family history. So who was Santuan? Who was Chadron? Is Chadron one of the guys at the that was involved in that scenario, in that situation?
Possibly.
I believe so. All right. So this is the question that was posited. So these are the answers that came in. Let's go with old. All right. So
anybody can do research and find out.
And by the way, I have no idea who my great grandfather is. And if you go to when I release my comic, if you go to his grave and find
give
out,
us $5, we'll get a discount.
You're more than he might enjoy the shit, and if you want to put plushies on it, he might actually enjoy the technology and plushies because they probably didn't have them back then. I really don't give a shit about my family tree, and none of it came from my family tree of my comics. So I'm just letting you know, if you want to piss on my grandfather's grave, go right the fuck ahead. I don't give a fuck because I'm never going back to Minnesota. Period.
Well, here's a question. Here's a serious question. Where do you get your names from, if not plagiarized from your family?
Well, like my main character, his name is Bain, Bain, and that is Gaelic for pale. And his last name is Spectre, which is ghost. And then there's Malchus, and his original name was Morb. And there's that. These are role-playing characters I came up with from playing AOL play-by-post games. And
we're getting close to shilling again. Come on.
Yeah, so these are characters I came up with and names I came up with. And
the first shilling is free. It's $5.99 after the second shilling.
Right. So they're all so you can, whatever. Wait till I'm dead and then piss on my grave and have plushies. All
right, no one's pissing on anyone's graves. We got lots.
I mean, God, who gives it? I have no fucking idea about my family history, and I really don't give a shit. So I don't understand this pearl clutching of.
Well, he does. He does care more. So he's making it clear that is important to him. It's different than how you feel. That's okay.
Okay, and I appreciate it. I respect that. But I
don't.
Ethan
can get you to agree to anything, can he?
What?
You were gung ho, like, oh, this doesn't matter.
No, I respect it, but the fact of the matter,
he kind of cares. Like, oh, you know what?
Well, the fact of the matter is that the guy didn't desecrate his. I mean, people are talking about like he did something terrible. He just took a picture there with some plushies. I mean, come on.
We went over that like 2 weeks ago. Come on, you're
yeah. So let's not get too like bent out of shape here. He didn't dig the guy up or.
Oh my God! Come on. All right, can we just let's go on with this?
Yeah. All right. So a dude in process says Santuan gives me anti-hero or anti-villain. What the hell's an anti-villain? Never heard this term before.
I've never heard that either.
Vibes, in my opinion, although he was on Darren Fontaine's side,
an anti-villain is just a hero.
Yeah, he wasn't acting like an actual villain. He was just there doing his job and was only being an antagonist or obstacle in ISOM's way. And he checked Darren Fontaine when he tried to go beyond the agreement contract. So yeah, on the photo, wow, does anyone know how to use punctuation?
No.
Santuan is the one that caught my attention because I feel that
texting is ruining our lives.
Now to the characters that are definitely villains to me. The Hellions sound more interesting than Chadron and Darren Fontaine. I think we may learn more about this universe and then the different realms and factions starting with them. Different realms are like different universes, but not really, so it's okay, I guess. I want to see a villain character that is bad, but he's also deep and not superficial character through his acts. We can learn some aspects of life similar to anime villains. And I also want to see a villain that starts as a joke, but later he grows up to be a real menace. If he doesn't get dealt with ASAP, he might cause serious damages. Wow. Eric's fans
Yaira's my favorite villain.
Kind of like Darth Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah. I read both books, and I was not interested in any of the villains. Even the Hellions were just like, oh, they're just generic hell monkeys. Like, who cares? There's nothing interesting about that. And again, I think this is from the fact that I've read way too many comics, watched way too many movies, played too many games, right? A lot of other people, this is their first experience in the comics, so maybe it's interesting to them because they know.
Why didn't that guy have Darren there? Why did he have Santuan?
I don't know. That's like what the Rippaverse
clearly
should have been in this list.
But we'll get to that because someone's going to bring that up.
I thought the fight at the end was good, though. I liked the fight at the end, but it was just getting to it. It jumped around so much. I think there was too much attempt to world build instead of character develop, if that makes sense.
Yeah. All right. So Jedi Bugs, and this is where we're going to get into the good stuff. He says, our choices are a bouncer, a strong creature that kills for no discernible reason at all, and demon howler monkeys. The answer is none. None have piqued my interest because none of them are anything more than a collection of muscles to put in Isom's way. They have no defined motivation for the things they do, no goal to achieve that Isom is in the way of, or that is counter to Isom's goals. 2 of these 3 are literally just henchmen. Now, I imagine that there is a goal with at least one of these, and we just haven't been given it. But knowing the bad guy's goal is pretty fucking important. As it is, 2 of the 3 have attacked for seemingly no reason, and with the 3rd, Isom was the aggressor. Damn, this post literally just called out the important role of villains and then asked readers to think about these characters within that context, which has made me realize how fucking trash they all are.
Oops.
And this is where Sheepsidian, who is an employee...
What are the motivations? Does anybody... I can't remember the comics that well. Does anybody know the motivations for...
The fact that you don't remember says something.
There is no motivations. No, there literally is nothing.
Well, the disrespect.
Yeah. No, but how about for the bad guys? The Hell Monkeys show up. The Hell Monkeys show up.
That's always the answer.
Disrespect is his kryptonite. I'm sorry. I'll mute myself. I'm sorry.
So the Hell Monkeys show up. They attack Isom. They fuck off. He goes after them. And that's it. There's no motivation. We don't even know why. They're just like, we've underestimated him. But why did you estimate him in the beginning? What was the whole point? Tell us that. How hard is it? But anyway, so Sheepsidian, who is an employee of the Rippaverse, he chimes in. You have a club owner who runs illegal activities and has conflict with Avery because he's interfering with his business. Okay, in what way did Avery interfere with his business? He went in and beat up some people at his club, and that was literally it. And it was literally because Darren disrespected him, right? If Darren just said, okay, I don't know where Jasmine's at, Avery would have just fucked off, and that would have been the end of it, right? He's not like superheroing and stopping employees, or oh shit, he broke up my drug ring, or oh shit, he broke up my dog fighting ring. Like, Isom's literally done nothing. A merc for hire who has a history with Avery that's yet to be fleshed out. Well, I mean, fleshing it out a little bit might be a way for people to be interested in the character, but just saying, oh, these 2 have a history, so be interested. A creature that killed a woman because she reminded it of someone it knows. That's never said in the book. We literally do not know. That's you, as an employee of Rippaverse, giving a character a motivation that the books do not give it.
I don't remember that.
And also, is the purpose of Avery retiring. And demonic entities that kidnapped and branded Avery's friend. It's one thing to say you haven't found one that piques your interest, and it's another to say that they don't have motives. Antagonists don't need to have their whole plan laid out immediately. They didn't have any of their plan laid out. What is Darren doing? Well, he runs illegal activity. Okay, which illegal activity? Is he a drug dealer? Is he running women? Is he a fucking
running numbers? Whatever.
Yeah, blackmail. Does he, corrupt city councilmen work for him? Is he smuggling things in or out of the city? Texas is an independent.
Choose your own motivation
nation, right? Texas is independent, so it could be.
They are a border. They are a border nation. So
yeah, you could say that he's running something from outside of Texas into Texas, or something from inside of Texas into outside of Texas, right? We don't know. We literally don't fucking know. Maybe he's taking stuff from Mexico and running it into the United States through Texas. Right?
That would be a good storyline.
But none of that's in the book.
Yep. Ethan, and look at all the mental gymnastics the Sheepsidian is having to perform.
You read it. Did any of the characters, any of the villains pique your interest out of ISOM 1 or 2?
Ethan loves it.
I mean, I want to know. Oh man,
what love is.
No, I mean, not really. I think that that's I think that's one of the problems with the book. I don't feel like I think my main interest is in ISOM because I haven't really come to understand what he's about yet, and so it's hard for me to care about his villains. You understand? Like, it's like the main issue is until I care about Spider-Man, like I'm like, what is this dude doing? Why is he doing what he's doing? Oh, I get it. I understand Spider-Man. Now I'm like, fuck you, Green Goblin. You know? Now I'm like, fuck you, Scorpion. Fuck you, Vulture. You know? Fuck you, Miles Morales. Because these are like enemies of Spider-Man.
Miles is an enemy of Spider-Man?
I mean, to be honest, I don't know why I care more about Bloodruth, except that as a kid, to me, comics were like what the character could do and how they looked. And I think Bloodruth, obviously, she's derivative from Solomon Kane, you know, like whatever, but it looks cool and she has some cool powers. And that kind of gravitated me more towards her than anything of ISOM. And it seems like every character spoke in the same voice. And that's something as a writer I kind of came across, and I had to have my story editor kick me in the ass and said, look, you have Bane sounding like Malchus and Malchus sounding like Zeth, and what the fuck? And sometimes you get in your own head when you're writing multiple characters and you have to fix that. And I don't think they fixed that here. And you have characters is very one note, but it seems like with Bloodruth, there was a different note. And for some reason, her powers and her outfit and her attitude, and there was a charisma about her that ISOM still doesn't have. So there's a diamond in the rough there. But I don't think he's going to pick on it, because I give a fuck about blood eating or good eating or whatever the fuck his name is. Fuck that guy. If you're going to, dude, put that guy.
Hey, but he's a polymath.
I give a shit. Nobody gives a shit because nobody cares about him. Put him on a Bloodruth book now, today, right the fuck now, now. Get rid. Gooding. Nobody gives a shit about him.
More. Calm down.
Yep.
Get a little. So Ethan, they wanted me to ask you this question: what's the best criticism you've gotten from Cyberfrog, and how did you apply it going forward?
Best criticism that I got from Cyberfrog. I got a lot of criticisms that were really helpful about writing the. Oh boy. That's a tough question. I know that this was something that Eric got too. I got a lot of criticism that was extremely helpful, but
okay, let me ask you the question: which criticism
did?
No, hold on a second. Which criticism actually made you realize it's more profound than everything else?
Mike Partika is cursing your name right now.
Yeah. Well, I think that one of the things that people character motivation is like such an important thing. People asking me why Cyberfrog is doing what he's doing, and that's still a criticism that rings around in my head, because right now he's doing what he's doing because he was created to do it, and his mother told him to do it, and that just isn't really enough. And then he meets Heather Swain, and he realizes that, no, I really do care about human beings, because I like Heather, I like Lily, I love this community that I'm discovering, and so I want to help these people. I feel motivated, but it's still not enough. Like, there still has to be another thing that makes Cyberfrog, another incentive that makes him realize that he's got to risk everything that he has, which is his own life, in order to fight these enormous odds. And that, to me, like, that's an important criticism that I have received, and I've taken that to heart. Like, all right, how do we build the stakes so that Cyberfrog has no choice but to do what he's doing? See, I mean, the thing about, writing these characters is that you establish what their motivations are, and then they have to act based on, what you've established about them. The reason why Heather behaves the way she behaves, Lily behaves the way she behaves, all the characters in the book are acting because they're real people who have motivations that I've explained to you. So I can't just say I need Lily to do this to move the story the way I need it to happen. No, Lily makes her own choices because we've established that she's really lonely without her father. Her life is incomplete without her dad, and she thinks that she is responsible for his leaving and can bring him back somehow. And it's never going to be the same for her. Her life is never going to be able to continue without her father returning to the village. So we know that, and because we know that that's what Lily's primary motivation is and what she thinks about every single day, Lily is going to make choices and have actions based on that. So one of the criticisms that I think, one of the most profound criticisms that I received is to define your character's motivations early. Explain to the reader explicitly why your characters are doing what they're doing. What do they want? What are they willing to sacrifice to get, to get what it is that they want? And then the story will kind of happen. You can be true to what their goals are, and that's one of the problems that I have with ISOM. And I told Eric this early on. I said I don't know what he wants. I think he wants to be left alone. So why is he motivated to do what he's doing? Pride hurt ego is not a heroic reason to do anything really. I mean, it's something that we can relate to, I guess. But what else? Like, what else is going on there? You really want people to kind of, it's not a reason for us to root for them. And the thing about it is that, you can root for a negative character. Like when you're watching The Sopranos, Tony Soprano is clearly an evil man, but you're rooting for him. You know what he's doing. He does bad things. You know who he is. He's not a nice guy, but you're rooting for him to win anyway. You don't want him to get a root. The FBI
we see him going to therapy.
Yeah,
we see him taking care of the duck.
Right.
I didn't watch that shit.
It's a really good show, Tony. It's the best show ever made, and you would really like it. But that's the trick of a show like that. It's the trick of a show like Breaking Bad, where you're rooting for somebody who is going to hell, and you want them to win anyway.
It's really good. The same people who made Sopranos made one of my favorite shows, Boardwalk Empire. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Finbar says,
Ethan,
hold on.
Okay,
the best criticism I can give EVS about Cyberfrog is how come Finbar didn't get a bunch of free Cyberfrog shit?
That's a good question.
Finbar's one of our profound criticism.
So, would you like to see how Eric July answered that question, or have you already watched that video, Ethan?
I have not watched that video. I heard that he was asked that question. Though.
Can I just? Okay, go ahead.
Then I'm going to open it up to see what some of the folks who are on the live chat have. But what's the best criticism you've gotten from ISOM 1, and how did you apply it, if any, to your ongoing work?
Yeah, I think the one that got me, and I will credit Chuck for this. There are certain things, and Chuck Dixon that is, because in the first bit I got of this is actually coming out of another story, and then applying that to kind of ISOM 1.
So what other story did Eric work on that you're aware of, Ethan?
I don't know.
Because you said he got it from another story, but then he applied it to ISOM 1.
Yeah, I have no idea.
But the way he approaches storytelling is like, you can have this layout and draft or whatever, you kind of where that you want to take the story. But even if it's such a small, even if it seems kind of insignificant thing, that needs to be either number one expanded on or completely swapped out. There's no sacrifice there, and you don't just kind of run with it. It's like, hey, okay, here's this thing here. I can't make this make sense. Let's try to make it make sense, and maybe we just change out. It could be something as minor as a simple motivation for a particular character.
It's called character
and I'm not saying minor like motivation's minor. I'm saying like a minor like, okay, this character, you could get to that end game, right, of what this is how the character's acting out on that motivation, right? But it is very important on that middle part and like how they're getting there, that vehicle.
Apparently that noise was coming from the video and not from Extra Hero earlier. So
it's not from me.
No, it's from the video. That same we played this earlier and we thought it was Extra Hero.
Is somebody banging their head against a wall?
No, that's not a fire alarm.
No.
It's probably the Watcher.
So if there was one thing that I would have changed, probably, not necessarily changed, but I probably would have added to the page count. ISOM 2 was 112 pages. ISOM 1, it easily could have been that. It was that conflict that happened between Alpha Core and Yaira.
So far,
it's not the number of pages, for fuck's sake.
So far, has Eric handled this question well?
I think he handled it as well as I did, because it's like, it's like, what's the best criticism? It's like, oh shit, I don't know. I'm not. But you know what? I'm going to amend my answer and say the best criticism that I got is clarity. Always be more vividly clear about everything that's going on in your story, so that
actually, Ethan, can I talk to you man to man?
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Okay, so I bought Blood Honey. I love the art, but I just didn't feel a real connection to Cyberfrog because I really didn't know his powers or what he could do, and there wasn't a lot of dialogue from him, so I could really know his personality. And then, of course, things happen, but then in Wreck Planet, I really got to know Cyberfrog because I got to really. There was more dialogue from him. There was more interaction between him and Heather. And then I got to see him really kick ass and see what he can do. And again, as somebody who's a fan of comic books, that's what we like to see is the powers and and I realized that Cyberfrog really has a lot of like Spider-Man and Deadpool in his smart ass.
Oh, Morb, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. But let's not. I mean, let's get back to this. People aren't. They're in the audience. They're not here to listen to this.
And I fell in love with Wreck Planet. I'm a fan for life. I mean, that hooked me. So
I appreciate you. Thank you.
What I would have done was probably added a couple of more pages to have that. Yeah, we're picking up where we left off at some point with that story. But I think ISOM 1 could have used just a tad bit more perspective for those characters, especially with them being the next book it is that we're kind of coming out with. What I would have done if changed, if any, was you had.
So I'll ask you this, Ethan. Do you think it's a smart move or a bad move that he already planned Alpha Core to be the next book, rather than saying, okay, well, here's a bunch of characters, let's see how the audience reacts to all of them, and then go from there?
Yeah, I think you can slow down a little bit. I don't know. I don't know or care, Tony. I got to be honest with you. I don't care about Alpha Core. I don't care about ISOM. I don't care if he launches 1 million books or 0 books. It's just, take it at your own pace. Do whatever you want to do. I don't have better advice for him about rolling out these characters. Alpha Core is it's either going to sell or it isn't. I think his best bet is Yaira, I guess, because Yaira's a chick. That book
he does have Chuck Dixon, and Chuck Dixon is writing Alpha Core, and that is a selling point. I mean, Chuck Dixon is a damn.
I don't think it is. Again, and I'm saying this as someone who doesn't care about whose name is on books. All right, I don't think Eric's fans really know who Chuck Dixon is, other than Eric told them it was a good writer.
I think I gotta agree with you. I think that the selling point of Eric July's books is Eric July. And can I just say I don't understand what so what is the point of putting it? You're just putting out comics. You're just hiring people and you're hiring people to draw the comics that you thought up. I mean, I guess I don't know. I think that people are really close to Eric and they want to support whatever it is that Eric is doing. And I don't know. I don't know what anybody's motivation is here. I don't know why Chuck Dixon is doing this, except for, it's a paycheck. I don't know why Eric would even want to publish Chuck Dixon. And no offense to Chuck Dixon, but for what reason? This is supposed to be your comic universe, and you're just the writer. You can write all this stuff, can't you? I mean, how long does it take you to write a book? I mean,
I have a suggestion.
You should be the one writing this.
Yeah, hold on a second.
To keep it consistent.
Go ahead, George.
Quality by association. It's the simplest business move you can do.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, yeah, he actually already uses this because from time to time Eric will say things like Chuck Dixon told me I'm a good writer. So,
well, if you know anything, George, Eric July is actually on the same level as Chuck Dixon. He could literally switch names on the books. Eric said this, and he could put Chuck's name on his work and his name on Chuck's work, and you guys wouldn't even realize it because his work is that good.
I thought you guys were fucking me.
And the fact that he only listens to Chuck Dixon is just God. I mean, again, my comic went through 5 drafts. I had story editors kicking me in the nuts, telling me what a piece of shit this was or what did make sense, and I took it and I fixed it before I even got it to art. And
hopefully
that's what you need. And I'm not seeing that with any of this universe. And Chuck Dixon is a great writer, but he's not. You need multiple eyes looking at your work because people can miss something.
Wait, hold on a sec. I do have a question, Ethan. Even though Chuck Dixon is a great writer and all that stuff, am I wrong in the assumption that the editor, the people that oversee the book, would actually pick up on issues in the writing or in the characterization and scenes and stuff like that?
I don't know.
That's their job. Are there editors?
Yeah, there's editors. There's several. So let me ask you this, Ethan. Even more important, if Eric July hired you to write a book, would you be comfortable with him editing your work?
I don't. I mean, no. I don't.
No.
Man, these are like
No, because I'm asking you this because he literally has said when they ask him, "How do you get better?" He goes, "I edit Chuck Dixon's work."
Yeah, but if he paid for it, I don't really care what he does with it. You know what I mean? Like the thing is, you're in a work for hire scenario. Chuck Dixon is turning in a script that he hopes is acceptable to Eric July. He's a professional in that way. And if Eric July wants to make changes, then that's on him. He's allowed to.
He owns it. He owns it.
Well, he is.
Point.
Is he comfortable with it? I mean, is Chuck Dixon is this Chuck Dixon's masterpiece? Is this his Citizen Kane? It's a work for hire script for Eric July's Rippaverse. I'm sure he's perfectly okay with Eric doing whatever he wants to do with it.
If I'm gonna put my name on something, I'm not gonna let someone.
Yeah, I'm with you, Tony. I would not want Eric editing Mercenary Guild. I have my editors who I rely on. I've seen the work. I would not want him editing my work.
All right, let's go on.
At that conflict that they had with Yaira, I would have spelled that out maybe a little bit more with her getting knocked down the block, right? That way it's more easily explained because she runs in the ISOM because of that. So I would have probably shown that. If I added pages. But I also would have had
knocking people around the city.
To have some another kind of interaction there when Brian tells her, "Hey, you were told not to return." So it's more adding addition to the
adding addition. I love that line.
So I could kind of give perspective. It doesn't need much. It does. I wouldn't have had to need like 5-10 pages. Even a couple, I think, would have given a little bit more perspective. But that's the thing about this industry is that you don't want to have fluff, right? So that was one of the things that I was always afraid of. I was like, hey, with the first book, like, okay, I don't want to spend too much time doing this. I need to get kind of to the point. So it's that balance of you don't want to give too much, but you also don't want to give too little. So if there was anything, I don't want to say change, I don't necessarily regret it. And yeah, we could pick up where we left off. But just to give more perspective on that conflict between the Alpha Core and Yaira, definitely setting up the next books, I would have added just a couple of more pages there for sure.
Cool. That's actually a good point by Eric, and I actually support that because you sometimes got to go between fluff or because everything costs money, the art and everything else, it does cost money, the lettering. And so what is fluff, what isn't? And that's why you need a good editor. And I don't think he had one, but adding those pages may have helped him out, but I understand his mindset of trying to keep things concise and get to the getting and not let things drag too much.
Yeah, he really kept it concise with like a 90-page book.
It's very concise. I don't feel like he actually answered the question because I don't know what it was the criticism that he got. He just said, "Hey, this is what I would have done differently," but that's not the criticism, right? Like,
well, I think
the best criticism that he received was from Dick Masterson, and he didn't listen to it. It was excellent criticism. There were
actually
great story
literature
notes.
devil.
Thank you for talking over me 4 times more. I know you're high.
I'm sorry.
Please let me finish the thought.
Okay.
All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Literature Devil actually did a very good critique of ISOM 1, and you should check out that video. Literature Devil. You can.
I checked that video out, and it's literally the same things that I said, just in a nicer tone.
That's correct. Yeah, I mean, Literature Devil's excellent. It really is great.
Moronic Opinions did a very good review.
Yeah. But he's evil, so that doesn't.
It's all unpleasant. I mean, when you're not ready yet, when you're an amateur, none of the criticism that you receive is going to be anything you're going to want to repeat because it's all painful. It all sucks. It's like, so asking somebody like Eric July right now, like, what's the best criticism you've repeated or you've heard? He's not going to. If he's actually listening to criticism, none of it is going to be anything he's going to want to spit back out at you because it's like, well, what is it? Well, my story, my characters don't have any motivations. The hero isn't behaving like a hero. We don't know anything about him. It's like there's every aspect of this is unclear, and I don't get nobody really understood it. So those are those are the criticisms of ISOM #1, but it's no big deal because it's his first comic book, and as I said, it's a good starting point. You've got to, you got to take a first hack at it. You can't just, here's another fucking phone.
I appreciate that, Ethan, but then I look at somebody like Raging Golden Eagle who came out with Blade Devil and he knocked it out of the park with his first thing. And it was a manga inspired book, and he's an American, or I don't know, he sounds halfway American.
Yeah, but his book has a bunch of little kids.
He absolutely crushed it with Blade Devil.
Yeah, and, no. That has like 9-year-old looking girls that are half naked, and he sells waifu pillows of them. If this isn't Dane, I swear to God, I'm going to kick somebody.
Okay, but anyways,
hold on. Is this Dane? Dane, is this you?
Just go ahead and email me.
No,
we'll set it up where you can come on the
there's
stream.
no possible way Dane would come in here with me. I've tried to speak with him 1,000 times. He's terrified of me, and I don't understand why.
I don't know who this idiot is that keeps coming in. Look,
he just left.
It was funny the first time you did it. Okay, I can't ban you because then everyone has to log in order to get backstage. Stop being a jackass. It's not funny. It's derailing the stream. You're not helping. You're not helping Eric. You're not helping us. So
I got to go. I think I'm going to get back to work, but I appreciate Tony. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate all you guys. Have a great night.
Thanks for coming back.
If Morb is outside your thing, just call the cops.
Okay, take care.